Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, she's gone a bit Bonnie Tyler. Just wanted to check in because I've done 2 weeks of this here healthiness. After discussing it with lots of people and reading lots of stuff, I've decided that I am doing my Slimming World, but I've really moved it towards cutting out the bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, starchy carbs sort of thing. Anyway, we'll see how we go on with that. The other thing is, I've been talking to this brilliant woman, and we looked at things that have worked for me in the past, including when I've had a fitness goal to go to. So I've done like 5 half marathons and 1 full marathon, and I did a 5-day trek of the Sahara. That was like 110 kilometres or something. But my last time I did anything was on my 40th, which I'm 47 and a half. So that's a little while. I've seen this really good challenge it's Diabetes UK one, that's 1 million steps in 3 months. So that's July, August, September, to do about 10,000 steps a day. So I've got myself a fitness tracker, and very excited. I'm soon going to be pounding the streets, so brace yourself. My hair's wet. Not long got out of the shower, but I thought I wanted to try something and talk to you about it while it's in my mind. I was talking to some lovely pals on the Facebook yesterday about diet. Low fat, lots of carbs is the way to go, because that's been been told to us for donkey's years. Anyway, I watched this film called Fat Fiction that really unpicks a lot of that sort of thing, and says that it's based on some quite ropey research. Of course, being a lifelong member of the Fat Birds, I've tried every diet. So I did do the Atkins, and it worked really, really well. But then, cake. Last night I looked at my Slimming World book and what I'm allowed to do on that. And then I looked at the billion books I've got about low carb, high fat, high protein, encouraging not to eat the rubbishy processed foods. And I thought there is possibly a way of doing it together. Anyway, the reason I'm talking to you about this now is because one of the things that they suggested was coffee with some butter in it. I'm going to have a go. Apparently it makes you feel marvellous. Right. So here we are. It's... Oh, thanks, Walter. It's espresso with water and a tablespoon of butter. Apparently it's something to do with, some fella having a cup of tea with it in halfway up a mountain. I think there were yaks involved. Anyway, obviously I want to tell you that we didn't have any of that stuff, so it's a cup of Nescafé with some Stork SB, but it's not. I did it properly. Look, so here we are. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? That is weird. That's not unpleasant. It tastes creamy and silky. This is meant to, keep me going like a blooming Duracell bunny till all hours. And make me feel full as well. A couple of hours in and I still feel quite full. I think the main thing I've taken home from all of this is sugar is bad for me and makes me feel terrible. So, I don't know. Keeping on learning. keep on giving me your ideas and your thoughts on all of this sort of nutrition stuff and feeling well and all of that business. Thank you.
I've just come out of Slimming World. Look, Slimmer of the Week. I got a stiff cut and I got a sticker. And although I've been doing my low carb rather than Slimming World, it's that sort of thing that keeps me going, yay, somebody, kind of getting my own work marked. Do you know what I mean? And this week as well, I haven't gone in the car and troughed a load of those bar things. I haven't bought any, don't trust myself. But I'm not actually, I'm not yearning for a load of sweet stuff today. And, I think it's taken me a few days to get into the low carb thing, but I think I'm getting there. So next stop is me exercising, because I'm just starting to feel a little bit in control of my food and being interested in food. And if it wasn't for having all these conversations with you lot, I wouldn't have done it this way. I wouldn't have thought about things this way. So I'm so grateful to everybody who's chatted with me and sent me ideas and just, talked and shared and done all of those things. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I've got my fitness tracker thing coming, watch thing, to start me 10,000 steps a day challenge, what's it. So obviously I can't even do 3 steps until I have a tracker to track it, because they wouldn't count, So there we have it. Still working on my whole fitness mindset, but one day at a time, isn't it? All right, hope you're having a lovely day and you have a marvellous week. Bye-bye. It's day 1 of my 10,000 steps. Look, I'm walking in real life. It's a massive, great big lake thing, what people practice rowing on. Do you know what? I look at this lake, which is a bloody long way round. Do you know what's the first thing I'm thinking? Toilets. What if I get halfway round and I need to go? What do I do then? Oh, do you know, I like that though. I'm the same when I go to the theatre. First 10 minutes I'm having a nervous breakdown and looking for me blooming escape route if I need to go to the toilet in an emergency. Not that I ever have or anything. Mind you, when I did that Sahara trek, when they want toilets for like 500 miles, do you know, nobody went that week. I'm about halfway round. Look, can you see? And good news, I haven't had any toilet emergencies yet. But if I did, there's plenty of bushes to hide in. Lovely clouds. Lovely police helicopter. Quite perky now, actually. I've stopped moaning. So, hurrah! There's another one in a boat. Don't know what's happening. Maybe he's searching for a dead body. This is why I can't even entertain the thought of wild swimming, because I just assume that all areas of water are just like soup full of dead bodies, because that's why they always fish them out of, didn't it, on crime dramas. Bloody hell, look at this gang. Oh, that is 1st of July, day 1. I've had a good go.
So I went to Fat Club yesterday and I've lost a few pounds, which I was very happy with. I picked up some of them, what are they called? Them boxes of like low calorie cereal bar type things, except the dead chocolatey and nice. Proper Slimming World ones that you're allowed to have. And as soon as I got in the car, before I'd even thought it through, I'd ripped them all open and eaten the lot. I mean, why would I do that? I don't know why I would do it. It makes no sense. I was pleased with my weight loss. I was pleased, most importantly, that I was feeling better. I'd eaten really well all week. So why would I do something like that? Anyway, I got home, and in my head then, because I'd already gone, this isn't working, this is terrible, always going to have the same results, I found a box of chocolates that was a present a bit back, and I ate half of them. Don't know why. No reason. This self-sabotaging thing is dead interesting, I think. Dead irritating, but dead interesting. I don't know if it's a habit. I don't know if it's like a reflex to something good happening that I want to just give myself a kicking. I don't know if I just think chocolate, got to have it, or what. So, yeah, 8 days in, not thrilled with myself, but I did get back on it today and I went straight back on the horse. I had bad guts, obviously, from all that. Them blooming Slimming World things are full of fibre. But, yeah, onwards and upwards.
I'm going out for a little walk. Ian bought me some modern young person's AirPods. Keep calling them bastard earpods. So here I am, exercising. I haven't even got to the end of the drive. And I'm see, no need to call an ambulance, that's just me on normal walking. Alright, I'll let you know how it goes. I've just seen Sainsbury's van go past and we've ordered a Sainsbury's delivery. So I'm hoping that's ours and I'm out sweating like a pig on a spit. But Ian and Tom, I'll have to pop everything away. My jazzy watch is telling me that somebody's at the door and I've had a peep. Because I tell you what, it's the future, is this, where all this tech, I'm like Robocop. It is Sainsbury's. So it turns out there is something good about exercising. Miss out on doing boring stuff. Well, more boring stuff than this. I'm even sweating, going downhill. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's a lovely vista. Hold on, I'll just lose about 5 stones. There she is. Who's that girl? Well, I'm back. It wasn't too bad. I've done 5,777. So I'm pleased with that as a first go. I've not had a heart attack or anything, so.
I've been thinking about why it feels important to do this, important to me to do this page and this little project now. I've lost myself a bit. Middle age is I think it's really important in the title of my middle-aged fat lass because, like loads of my pals, I'm a sandwich generation person. Want a sandwich now? Stop thinking about sandwiches. I've got my lad who has all sorts going on, my teenage lad, and he's got loads of exciting stuff going on, and it's quite easy to get lost in supporting him. As well as that, I've got parents and in-laws who need support, and it's quite easy to forget yourself in the middle of it. I mean, I'm not one of them who does all the, can you hear him next door? That's my kid. That's my kid recording one of his YouTube things. What were you on about? My whole life isn't devoted to other people or anything like that. I'm quite happily selfish, but I kind of feel like I've faded into the background in my own life through no fault of anybody's. It's only me. Also, I've found in middle aged, I give less of a fuck about everything. So it's quite liberating to do these little films where, I look like I'm being dragged through a fan, or where I'm talking about something that might be a little bit uncomfortable, or might not show me in a great light. It don't matter. We're none of us perfect, are we? And by talking about it, by sharing it, by like learning from you and having a little community where we can chat to each other about all these things, about being middle-aged, about being fat, about being healthy, about our confidence, about our place in the world at this age, or at any age really, then I know I will feel more supported and it will make me want to carry on with it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm twatting on now. I'll leave you to it. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Right. See where we are. Oh, I'm red hot. This is my first go at doing this. So here we go. Right. So my first task was trying to join a gym. Oh, I'm steaming up. Hang on. I'm going to have to turn engine on. Turn engine on. So I'm... what's wrong with the keys? Oh, they're here. So I can get a bit of wind. Right, there we go. That's better. It's nearly 70 quid a month. Which it's a dear do, but there you have it. And there was this quite aloof girl marched me round. It was supposed to take an hour. It took 10 minutes to look round. Then we sat down. She told me how much it was, and then she said, and it's a £40 joining fee. And I was sort of like, what's that for? She went, well, it's just what we do. And I thought, is it though? Is it? Anyway, biggest part has already happened. I've made my decision. I'm going to do it. I'm going to, get a bit stronger and a bit fitter. Shift a bit of beef. And just get healthier. Because I've got lots of lovely clothes and that, so I'm not really arsed about being a fat bird, being a great big fat lass. Don't bother me. I just want to feel a bit better. Anyway, that's the first part of my adventure. Failed dismally. Well, they have. I'm not going to rush into anything. I'll look for another gym. Thank you so much for chatting with me and sharing with me and giving me advice and stuff on the Facebook middle-aged fat lass. I've thought about it all and I've been thinking about food and eating, and I'm sitting outside my Slimming World group. I've come back to a Slimming World group that I've been to about 200 times. There's lots of lovely stuff that you can make with all the within the plan. There's lots of exciting stuff from loads of other cookbooks, like the Tom Kerridge and like the now what's he called? Joe Wicks, him, and loads of the Pinch of Nom or Pinch of Gnomes. Thank you, Julie Marshall Hawkins. Very happy with that. The other reason I'm coming back here is because the woman who runs it is so welcoming. She's hilarious. I could just come and listen to her and like enjoy myself anyway. She don't make me feel in the least bit bad about not having succeeded previously. My first weigh-in was 19 stone, 0.05 pounds. And I'm telling you that for a reason, because I don't want to be ashamed of this number that just says how much I weigh. I don't want to have any emotion attached to it. And in my life, I have kind of attached my self-worth to the amount that I've weighed. So the less I've weighed, the better I've felt about myself, which is just bollocks. 9.5 stones, that was still a bit too heavy. What? That was when I was, teenager. And now I'm more than double the weight of when I thought I was really, really fat and really awful and really disgusting. And I don't feel any of those things. It just feels like a number, which is good. Anyway, I'm going home to have a pie. I'm not really.
I've done a week now of being healthy, by which I mean I've drunk 2 litres of water a day, at least. A lot of whittles. Loads of fruits and veggies. And I've really put an emphasis on making lots of really nice food. From my Pinch of Gnomes, from my various Slimming World books, from Tom Kerridge, from, what's her name? With the hair. It'll come to me. Anyway, lots of really nice stuff. And I feel better. I do. I feel loads better than I did this time last week. So, that's a big one of them, isn't it? I've been doing my Slimming World, but that isn't sort of the focus of this plan for me. It's just there as one of many tools to support me. Shall we say journey into wellness, or does that sound a bit wanky? It does, doesn't it? What I haven't started on my whole getting healthy routine is exercising, which I know is such a huge part of feeling well. I went to visit that gym it wasn't for me, and then I started rethinking gyms after everything that you've been saying on the Facebook page. I really love the idea of walking for 45 minutes a day, just walking. I think that was Sandra Rennie who suggested that. I love the idea of a personal trainer, so you've got really specific goals. I also quite like the idea of little local classes, so a yoga class in somebody's back room or whatever it is they do. Being out in nature, which normally I'm not a fan of nature, but, there we have it. I can make exceptions. So, I'm getting there. I've done a week. I feel loads better. And I feel loads better for talking to all you lot on the Facebook as well. Thank you. Hello! It's me. Well, seeing as I'm all dragged up, it got me thinking about makeup. On most of these videos, I'm not wearing any. I used to wear makeup all the time. I wouldn't leave the house unless it was, camera ready. I've been thinking about contradictions and identity and all that stuff to do with appearance. And now we can be like 50 different people depending on how we feel like, depending on where we're going, depending on what we're doing, who we're going to be with. And I feel really kind of empowered by doing these videos where I look like shit and telling you how much I weigh, which is 18 stone 2. So I've nearly lost a stone. And I do know the jig is up that I'm a fat lass. And that's okay. One lovely woman, pal who I was chatting with, talked about her makeup as almost like war paint. If she knows she's going to have obstacles that day, she makes a real effort with her hair and her makeup and all that sort of thing to just kind of keep life almost at arm's length and kind of form a protective barrier around herself. Makeup's fun. I like doing makeup. And by not having to do makeup, just doing my hair and my makeup when I want to, when I feel like it, it properly brings the whole like drag element to it. Is there anything that you feel almost compelled to do as a safety mechanism, as a barrier, as protection, to do with your appearance or to do with how you feel about yourself? Something other that you bring to yourself that makes you feel stronger. Tell me your thoughts.